Hi guys, my name's Barry and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Warren County. This is going to be part of my anthology idea for the Halloween TV series. I already done Russellville, then I done Santa Mira, now we've got Warren County. Now Warren County is a fictional county in the world of Halloween, and it's also home to Smith's Grove Sanitarium. Because the sanitarium plays a big role in the Halloween franchise, then obviously this one is an episode or a bunch of episodes that could be very important for the TV show. My idea for this segment would be we would see Dr. Loomis, we would see Michael Myers, but it would be set in 1977 to begin with. Now, the most important character would be Reverend P. Sayre.
Reverend Jackson P. Sayre of Dumont County. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Yes, we'll gather at the river, the beautiful, beautiful river. Gather with the saints at the river.
He was first introduced into the franchise in 1988 in Halloween 4 when he picks up Dr. Loomis, the hitchhiker at the time, and we get our first interaction between Loomis and the Reverend. The Reverend was also supposed to be playing a role in Halloween 5, but that got scrapped. In fact, it got scrapped a couple of times because his character was written into several scripts, but they ended up not using it at all, so he only appeared in Halloween 4. So I feel like eventually he would have been an important character had his parts not been scrapped from Halloween 5. My role for the Reverend would be that he would go around different sanitariums around Illinois just to see patients. I don't know if he's going to give them their last rites or whatever, but he would go and see patients because patients also need to get some sort of relief, and I think he's going to go there or to certain sanitariums to just give guidance and advice. And obviously he stumbles upon Michael Myers in 1977. I would have him and Loomis passing each other but not really acknowledging each other. They would just pass each other, so the first time they actually have a proper meeting would be over 10 years later in 1988. I would have him talking about patients that he's spoken to, not divulging in all the information, but he would go to patients, they would tell him things that they'd done this and they'd done that, they killed someone, and he's just kind of going nuts himself because he's listening to all this information. But then the one person he goes to that doesn't give him information would be Michael Myers. And I feel like he would see Michael Myers as the model patient because Michael Myers doesn't divulge in lots of information that other people give him. He just sits there and maybe he can speak. He can be the one that speaks to Michael Myers rather than the patient speaking to him and him just getting his ear bitten off. So Michael to him is a nice guy. This is where I would show the anthology interacting with each other within the storylines. While Reverend P. Sayre is in the sanitarium, he would speak to people like Michael Myers, but he would also speak to a character called Charlie Bowles. He would be obviously the connection between this episode or this segment and the Russellville segment. So you can see the kind of stars are aligning and they're getting connected together. Not forcefully, but naturally. For fun as well, I would also include a young Tivoli, the character that we saw in Halloween Kills, so that we've got some sort of connection between this and the David Gordon Green trilogy as well. To me, this would be the most satisfying segment in this Halloween TV series because it pleases fans of the Halloween franchise because it is Halloween related. It feels like Season of the Witch because it's an anthology and it's got characters within the Halloween franchise in it. But also it would please fans of Michael Myers because Michael Myers would be prominent in it. He wouldn't be going around killing people, but he'd be in a sanitarium locked up and we would know that it's almost time for Michael to escape. And this is where I would have the finale. I would have the finale of this segment taking place in 1978 in the lead up to Michael Myers escaping. We obviously see what happens when he escapes in 1978 in the first movie, but we would see it from the inside. We would see that Reverend P. Sayre is there. He's helping Michael Myers. I think he feels for Michael Myers over these few episodes in this segment to the point where he helps Michael Myers escape, and it kind of answers that question as to how did Michael Myers even get out of there. Now, we don't want to explain everything because that's not what this is about, but explaining little things like that sometimes helps, especially if you're introducing or reintroducing a character that feels to you quite important. So I would have Reverend P. Sayre helping Michael Myers escape because he feels like Michael is a good guy. But after Michael does get out and kill people, The Reverend then blames himself for what happens in the future, so that when we meet him 10 years later, he's nuts. He's an alcoholic and he doesn't really know what he's chasing. Damnation, the Armageddon, the end of time. That's the point we see him in 1988. So he goes from being this really well-mannered Reverend in 1977/78 right up to 1988 where he's a little bit nuts. So that's my idea for the third segment in my 4-part segment for the Halloween TV series, guys. Look out for the next one, Haddonfield, that I'll be doing last. But leave your comments down below. Let me know what you think of this one, most importantly for this video. And I'll talk to you soon.
Meeting adjourned.
I'll be right back.
What are you waiting for, huh?
Coming to get you, Barbara.
Ever played Skin the Cat?
Someone's in the back seat! Tell me where you are, John!
Wolfman's got Nards.